A single fall could change your life forever. Did you know that every year, over 3 million Americans over the age of 60 are hospitalized because of falls? Even more alarming, many of them never walk the same way again. And surprisingly, in many cases, it's not just about aging. It's about a lack of essential vitamins. Have you ever felt like your legs are getting weaker, more tired, or wobbly when you stand up or take a few steps? If so, don't be too quick to blame it on age. The real culprit might be a deficiency in key nutrients your body desperately needs. Today, we're going to uncover 7 powerful vitamins and minerals. They can help keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your body protected from dangerous falls. Even if you're well past 60. Getting older doesn't mean we have to accept weakness. With the right nutrition, you absolutely can maintain muscle strength, protect your bone density, lower your risk of falling, and live more independently every single day. In this video, I'll be sharing insights from a certified geriatric specialist here in the US, along with real-life stories from older adults who transformed their lives simply by getting the right vitamins. Stick around until the end, because I'll also give you a complete overview, show you how to combine vitamins the right way, and share an inspiring story about Barbara, age 74, who lost her ability to walk but made a miraculous recovery after making one simple change to her diet. To begin your journey toward stronger legs and better balance, let's take a look at the very first factor, the one that lays the foundation for nearly every movement in your body. It's a vitamin that seems basic, but it plays a powerful role in your bones, your muscles, and your everyday balance. We're talking about vitamin D. Part 1. Vitamin D. In everyday movements, like getting up from a chair, walking on the sidewalk, or keeping your balance on the stairs, your body relies on a combination of strong bones, firm muscles, and a sharp nervous system. Vitamin D is the quiet hero that helps all of this work smoothly. When you lack vitamin D, it doesn't just weaken your bones. It can make your legs feel like jelly every time you try to stand. Bill Anderson, age 68 from Minnesota, stayed active after retirement. He loved gardening, walking his dog, and golfing with friends. But 2 years ago, his legs began to feel unusually weak. Sometimes, they'd shake and give out after just a short walk. I thought it was just part of getting older, he said. But then I started falling, even without tripping. My legs just didn't respond fast enough. He felt dizzy getting up and often had to sit back down. A doctor's visit revealed the cause. He had a severe vitamin D deficiency. Most people think vitamin D is only about bones and calcium. But it's also vital for muscle function and the nervous system. It helps your body absorb calcium, which strengthens bones and prevents fractures, especially in the hips and legs. It supports fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones that help you react quickly when you stumble or need to take a quick step. Vitamin D also improves nerve communication, helping your brain and muscles work together. Without enough, your reaction time slows down, increasing your risk of falling. As we age, our skin doesn't make vitamin D as well from sunlight, and many older adults spend more time indoors. That makes vitamin D deficiency very common and often unnoticed. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had better balance, stronger muscles, and were 20 to 30% less likely to fall. Many people don't realize they are deficient until symptoms appear, such as muscle aches in the legs, nighttime leg cramps, tiring quickly from short walks, trembling or weak legs after standing. Susan, age 71 from Oregon, lived a healthy lifestyle. Warm lemon water in the morning, gentle yoga, daily walks. But her knees and ankles began to ache, especially on cold days. Her knees felt stiff, and she avoided long walks. A blood test showed her vitamin D level was only 14 nanograms per milliliter. The ideal level is 30 or higher. After 3 months of vitamin D3 supplements, eating salmon twice a week, and spending mornings in the sun, she felt energized again. Her knees were flexible, and the aches faded. She even rejoined her Tai Chi class after 2 years. Common signs of low vitamin D include tired, weak legs after standing, night cramps, falling without tripping, aching in the calves or thighs, stiff knees after sitting too long. The solution is simple. Get 15 to 20 minutes of morning sun each day, between 7 and 9 a.m. Let your arms and legs get sunlight, without sunscreen during that time. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. Fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, 2 to 3 times a week. Whole eggs, mushrooms, and fortified milk. Take a vitamin D3 supplement as advised by your doctor. Most adults need 800 to 1000 IU daily. If your levels are very low, your doctor may prescribe a higher dose. Vitamin D is the key to movement and mobility. Without it, your bones, muscles, and nerves slow down like a car with a dead battery. Older adults don't just need vitamin D for strong bones. They need it to walk confidently and live independently. You could be low on vitamin D and not even know it. Getting enough can prevent falls, restore strength, and boost daily energy. Don't wait for a broken bone. Start protecting your legs and your freedom today. And remember, vitamin D isn't the only thing your legs need. Another silent cause of weakness is calcium deficiency. And if you think calcium is only for bones, you might be surprised by what's coming next. Part 2. Calcium. Calcium has long been known as an essential part of bone health. But its role goes far beyond what most people think. In addition to building strong bones, calcium is critical for muscle function, the nervous system, and daily movement, especially for people over 60. At this age, the risk of bone loss, osteoporosis, and fractures rises significantly. And it's not just a health issue. It's a threat to independence and quality of life. As we age, the body absorbs less calcium from food. Hormone levels that help store calcium in bones also drop. Many older adults avoid milk, leafy greens, or soy products because of bloating, allergies, or simply dislike. As a result, the body starts pulling calcium from the bones just to keep basic functions going. That makes bones thinner, more fragile, and easier to break. Bones and muscles work together like a machine. Calcium is the switch that makes muscles contract. Without enough of it, muscle cells can't respond properly. That's why you may get cramps at night, feel your legs getting weaker, or struggle to stay balanced. The CDC reports that 1 in 4 women over 65 and 1 in 5 men over 70 have osteoporosis without knowing it. It's a silent disease, no symptoms until a bone breaks. Even a small slip can cause a serious hip fracture, leading to surgery, long hospital stays, and long-term loss of mobility. Elaine, 72, from Arizona, lives alone. She enjoys her morning coffee, reading, and walks. But one morning, she slipped on a damp kitchen floor. At first, I thought it was just a bump, she said. But I couldn't move my right leg. It felt like my whole hip had collapsed. Doctors confirmed a hip fracture and severe osteoporosis, caused by years of calcium deficiency. After surgery, she needed 3 months of rehab and couldn't walk independently. Her biggest regret? I had no idea my bones were that weak. I thought walking every day meant I was fine. Charles, 74, from Ohio, stopped drinking milk in his 40s due to stomach issues. By age 72, he had night cramps, struggled with stairs, and got tired just cooking dinner. Doctors found he was low in calcium and vitamin D. He began taking supplements and added fortified almond milk to his breakfast. 2 months later, his cramps were almost gone, and he could climb stairs without holding the rail. I never thought a little calcium could make such a big difference. Chronic calcium deficiency can cause serious problems. Osteoporosis leads to fractures in hips, spine, or wrists. Weak muscles increase the risk of falls. Cramps disturb sleep and limit movement. Nerve issues can cause numbness, twitching, or trembling. Loss of mobility may lead to needing a walker or wheelchair. Here's how to maintain healthy calcium levels. Step 1. Eat a variety of calcium-rich foods. Milk, yogurt, cheese, and fortified plant-based milks like almond or soy. Tofu, white beans, canned sardines with bones, kale, and bok choy. Even dried figs and almonds help. For better absorption, eat calcium with a small amount of healthy fat. Step 2. Take calcium supplements if needed. The recommended daily intake is 1,000 milligrams for adults ages 51 to 70. And 1,200 milligrams for women over 51 and men over 70. Split the dose into no more than 500 milligrams at a time. Step 3. Do weight-bearing exercises. Walking, light strength training, climbing stairs, or gentle dancing. These help bones rebuild and stay strong. Aim for 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If you've had a fracture, talk to a physical therapist first. One fall can change everything if you have osteoporosis. But osteoporosis is not inevitable. It can be prevented and improved. With enough calcium, proper movement, and regular checkups. Calcium makes up 70% of bone structure and 100% of muscle function. Without it, bones weaken and muscles stop working properly. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, and exercise pushes calcium into the bones. Strong bones are important. But if your nervous system isn't sending the right signals, Even strong muscles won't respond fast enough. That's why we need to talk about another essential vitamin. Vitamin B12. Part 3. Vitamin B12. When we think about weak legs as we age, we often blame muscle loss, joint pain, or lack of movement. But there's a critical piece many people overlook: the connection between your brain and your body. Among all the nutrients that support this connection, vitamin B12 stands out as one of the most important. Without enough B12, your nervous system can't send clear signals to your legs. That leads to numbness, muscle weakness, slow reactions, and a higher risk of falling. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, has 3 vital roles for older adults. First, it helps form the myelin sheath, the protective layer around your nerves that ensures fast, accurate communication. Second, it supports red blood cell production, which carries oxygen to your muscles and brain. Third, it helps rebuild and repair damaged nerve tissue. When B12 is low, messages from your brain to your muscles get delayed or blocked. Your legs may feel heavy or numb. Your steps may feel uncertain. And your balance may suffer when you turn your head or get up quickly. These symptoms often creep in slowly, so many people mistake them for normal aging. According to the American Academy of Neurology, up to 20% of people over 65 are B12 deficient, but fewer than 5% are properly diagnosed. Martin, age 70, from California, noticed his legs getting weaker and shaking when he walked fast. He sometimes felt tingling in his toes. Doctors first suspected early-stage Parkinson's, but blood tests revealed severe vitamin B12 deficiency. "I was shocked," he said. "I never thought missing just one vitamin could make walking so difficult." After 8 weeks of B12 supplements, his balance improved, the numbness disappeared, and he was no longer afraid of falling. Linda, 75, from Colorado, had been a strict vegetarian since age 60. Despite eating carefully, she began experiencing tingling in her hands and feet, and sometimes lost track of where her feet were stepping. One day, she tripped at her front door and almost fell. A blood test showed her B12 level was only 150 picograms per milliliter. The healthy range is over 300. After 3 months of B12 supplements and fortified plant milk, she said, "I can feel my steps again. My legs don't feel heavy anymore. I feel 10 years younger." Common signs of vitamin B12 deficiency include tingling or numbness in hands or feet, loss of balance, leg weakness, trouble walking far or climbing stairs, hand tremors, especially under stress, and trouble focusing or mild depression. There are 3 main reasons older adults are prone to B12 deficiency. First, age reduces stomach acid, which makes it harder to absorb B12 from food. Second, diets low in meat, dairy, and eggs, especially among vegetarians and vegans. Third, medications like acid blockers, metformin, or proton pump inhibitors, which interfere with B12 absorption. To fix this, there are 2 main solutions. First, eat more B12-rich foods, like beef or chicken liver, lean meat, poultry, salmon, tuna, eggs, milk, and cheese. Or choose fortified plant-based milks and cereals. Second, take B12 supplements if needed. Common doses are 1,000 micrograms per day, either as cyanocobalamin or methylcobalamin. Sublingual forms absorb quickly. In severe cases, weekly or monthly injections may be needed. B12 is water-soluble, so any extra is flushed out through urine. Still, regular checkups are important. Many older adults come in with balance issues, numbness, or shaky legs. They assume it's aging. But in over 40% of cases, it's simply vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 keeps your brain and legs talking to each other. Without it, your movements slow down, your steps become unsure, and your fall risk increases. But with the right nutrition and supplements, you can feel stronger and steadier in just a few weeks. Older adults should have their B12 levels checked regularly, especially if they follow a restricted diet or take certain medications. Once you've restored that brain-to-leg connection, you'll want to relax your muscles and calm your nerves, especially at night. And that's where magnesium becomes your new best friend. If you suffer from nighttime cramps or restless sleep, you won't want to miss what's next. Part 4. Magnesium. Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a painful cramp in your calf? Or struggled to sleep deeply because of random muscle twitches? If so, your body might be running low on magnesium. Magnesium is a vital mineral, especially for people over 60. It's involved in over 300 biological functions in the body, from regulating heart rhythm and blood sugar, to sending nerve signals and relaxing your muscles. If you're dealing with nighttime cramps, tight muscles, or poor sleep, magnesium might be the missing piece you need. As we age, we absorb less magnesium from food and medications like diuretics, antacids, or blood pressure pills can flush out even more magnesium through urine. That leads to a slow, silent deficiency that causes real problems over time. Here's what magnesium does for your body. It helps muscles relax after contracting. Without enough, your muscles stay overactive, leading to cramps and tightness. It calms the nervous system, reduces stress, and improves sleep. It boosts GABA, a calming brain chemical that helps you reach deep, restful sleep. It supports bone health, especially when combined with calcium and vitamin D. Common signs of magnesium deficiency include nighttime leg cramps, muscle tension that won't go away, tremors or shaky hands and feet, trouble sleeping or waking often during the night, a racing heartbeat when resting, mild anxiety or irritability. Henry, age 66, started having painful leg cramps around 2 or 3 a.m. He had to jump out of bed, stretch, walk, and even use heat to fall back asleep. He thought it was from overexercising. But even after resting, the cramps didn't stop. He tried potassium supplements, but they didn't help. After a mineral test, he found out his magnesium levels were low. He started taking magnesium glycinate at night, and added pumpkin seeds, spinach, and avocado to his meals. Within 2 weeks, the cramps disappeared. He slept straight from 10 to 6 without waking once. Janice, 69, struggled with sleep for over a year. She'd go to bed at 10 but wake with cold sweats and a pounding heart. She didn't drink coffee at night and avoided screens, but still couldn't sleep through. Her doctor suggested magnesium citrate with vitamin B6. She also began eating oats with almonds and dried fruit before bed. In just 3 weeks, her sleep improved. No more midnight wake-up. Her heart felt calm. Magnesium and calcium work like opposites in your muscles. Calcium makes muscles contract. Magnesium helps them relax. Without magnesium, muscles contract but can't let go. That leads to cramps, especially at night when blood flow is slower. So, how can older adults get more magnesium? Start with food. 1 serving of pumpkin seeds has about 150 milligrams. Almonds have 80. Cooked spinach has 75. 1 avocado gives you 60. Cooked black beans, about 60. Whole oats, about 50. Men over 60 need 420 milligrams per day. Women need 320. If food isn't enough, supplements can help. Magnesium glycinate is gentle and helps with sleep. Magnesium citrate is helpful for constipation. Magnesium threonate supports brain function. Start with 200 to 300 milligrams a day. Taken after dinner. I often tell older adults to try magnesium before turning to sleep aids. It doesn't just stop cramps. It helps you sleep better, feel calmer, and start your day refreshed. Here's what magnesium can do. Relieve muscle cramps by relaxing your muscles. Improve deep sleep by calming your brain. Ease anxiety and emotional tension. Keep your heartbeat steady. Support stronger bones when combined with calcium and vitamin D. Relaxing your muscles is important. But to move smoothly and stay steady, you need something that keeps signals moving quickly between your brain and muscles. That mineral is potassium. And it's the next essential nutrient you'll want to hear about. Part 5, Potassium. Once you're past 60, even small changes in your body can have big consequences, if you don't catch them early. One of those changes is a drop in potassium. Potassium is a vital mineral that keeps your muscles and nerves working smoothly. It helps prevent leg tremors, cramps, weakness, and trouble walking. It's not as well known as calcium or vitamin D, but it plays a key role in muscle contractions, nerve impulses, and fluid balance. When potassium levels fall too low, your legs and movement may be affected without warning. Potassium lives mostly inside your cells, about 98%. It balances electrical charges between nerve and muscle cells. That's how your muscles know when to move. It helps your muscles contract and relax. When it's low, muscles can cramp or feel weak. It also regulates fluid inside and outside your cells, helps prevent dehydration or swelling, and keeps your heartbeat steady. Low potassium levels develop slowly. You may not notice the signs, or confuse them with aging. Early symptoms include leg tremors, muscle weakness, repeated cramps, irregular heartbeat, and brief numbness in your hands or feet. Margaret, 65, noticed her legs trembling slightly when she stood up. One day, she nearly fell stepping out of her car. Then, while chopping vegetables, a sudden cramp made her drop to the floor. A blood test showed her potassium level was just 3.1. Normal levels should be between 3.5 and 5.0. Her doctor advised her to eat more potassium-rich foods. Bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, and spinach. Within 2 weeks, her symptoms improved. No more leg tremors. She climbed stairs without needing support. Carl, 72, began having nighttime cramps, especially during colder months. He also felt leg fatigue while standing in the kitchen. His doctor found he was taking thiazide diuretics, which increase potassium loss through urine. A blood test showed his potassium was dangerously low, 2.9. His treatment included switching medications, adding potassium-rich foods, drinking orange juice in the morning, and eating a banana after lunch. After just 1 week, the cramps were gone. He slept better, and his legs felt lighter when moving around. Older adults may lose potassium because of medications, heavy sweating, low fruit and vegetable intake, or health conditions like diabetes or kidney issues. To boost potassium naturally, include these foods daily. 1 banana has about 400 milligrams. 1 small sweet potato has 540. 1 cup of orange juice gives you 470. 1 small avocado gives you up to 700. Half a cup of cooked spinach has 420. Half a cup of white beans has 470. Cooked pumpkin or kale provides 3 to 400. Men over 60 need 3,400 milligrams daily. Women need 2,600. Spread intake over 2 to 3 meals for better absorption. Don't take potassium pills without medical advice. Too much potassium can cause irregular heartbeat, or even cardiac arrest, especially if you have heart or kidney problems. If you're on diuretics, steroids, or certain antibiotics, talk to your doctor about safe alternatives or natural potassium sources. Low potassium can lead to muscle weakness, heart rhythm problems, and an increased risk of falls. But with the right foods, it's easy to manage. Potassium supports stronger reflexes, prevents cramps, improves balance, and keeps your heartbeat steady. While potassium helps your muscles move, another vitamin helps direct calcium to your bones and joints. That vitamin is vitamin K, your body's traffic controller for essential minerals. Part 6, Vitamin K. When we talk about bone health, most people think of calcium and vitamin D. But there's another key nutrient that often gets overlooked. That nutrient is vitamin K. If vitamin D is the key that opens the door for calcium to enter the bloodstream, then vitamin K is the guide that sends calcium to the right place, your bones. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your blood vessels or soft tissues. Vitamin K, especially in forms K1 and K2, activates proteins that control how minerals are used in your body. It activates osteocalcin, a protein that helps bind calcium to your bones. Without it, calcium can't get where it's needed, leading to lower bone density and a greater risk of osteoporosis. Vitamin K also activates MGP, a protein that keeps calcium from building up in your arteries. Without it, calcium may harden your arteries, leading to poor circulation, joint pain, and high blood pressure. Vitamin K helps reduce inflammation in joints like the knees and ankles, making movement easier and more comfortable, especially after 60. Older adults often face two big risks: not enough calcium reaching the bones, and too much calcium getting stuck in the arteries. These issues are common, but often mistaken for arthritis or aging. Frank, 74, noticed his knees felt stiff. It was harder to walk after sitting, and his knees felt like they locked up. After learning about vitamin K, he changed his diet. He started eating more leafy greens like kale, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. He added boiled eggs and fermented cheeses like cheddar and Gouda. After 5 weeks, his knees felt better. Less pain. More flexibility. He could walk farther without stopping. Esther, 69, had been taking calcium and vitamin D for 2 years. But her bone scans didn't improve, and her knees still hurt. A nutritionist recommended adding vitamin K2. She started eating natto, taking MK7 probiotics, and adding eggs and liver to her meals. 3 months later, she felt stronger. Less pain. More ease in movement. Her bone scans also showed improvement. Studies show people with low vitamin K have a 30% higher risk of fractures. Another study found that daily K2 helps slow bone loss and improve artery flexibility in postmenopausal women. Vitamin K comes in 2 main types. K1 is found in leafy greens like spinach and kale. It supports blood clotting and bone health. K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, cheese, eggs, and liver. It keeps calcium out of arteries and sends it to your bones. K2 stays in the body longer and works better for older adults. Here's how to get more vitamin K. 1 cup of cooked kale has over 1,000 micrograms of K1. Brussels sprouts and cabbage have 150 to 250 micrograms. 2 tablespoons of natto have about 1,000 micrograms of K2. 1 egg has about 25 micrograms. Chicken or beef liver gives 70 to 80 micrograms. 1 ounce of Gouda or Edam cheese provides 75 to 100 micrograms. The recommended intake is 120 micrograms per day for men and 90 micrograms for women. But if you take calcium supplements, you may need 150 to 200 micrograms per day. Eat vitamin K with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado to boost absorption. Don't overcook greens, as it reduces natural vitamin K. If you take blood thinners like warfarin or DOACs, keep your vitamin K intake consistent. Talk to your doctor before starting high-dose supplements. Vitamin K does more than build bone. It keeps calcium where it belongs. In your bones, not your arteries. That means fewer fractures, better joint flexibility, and improved heart health for older adults. Vitamin K activates osteocalcin to bind calcium to bones. It activates MGP to keep calcium out of arteries. It reduces joint inflammation and stiffness. It helps calcium and vitamin D work better together. And it ensures proper blood clotting. And finally, if you want to keep your muscles energized all day long, you need a vitamin that builds red blood cells, carries oxygen, and fuels every step you take. That vitamin is vitamin B6. Part 7. Vitamin B6. For older adults. Feeling out of breath after just a few steps. Heavy legs. Or fatigue while climbing stairs. Might not just be signs of aging. They could be warning signs of a vitamin B6 deficiency. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is essential for circulation and muscle health. It helps your body produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. When you're low on B6, your muscles don't get enough oxygen, leading to faster fatigue, shortness of breath, and reduced endurance. As we age, red blood cell production slows, and our ability to absorb B6 from food decreases. Medications like blood pressure drugs, diabetes treatments, and antidepressants can also deplete vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 supports red blood cell formation, protein metabolism for muscle repair, glucose regulation for energy, and the production of serotonin and dopamine, which stabilize mood and reduce mental fatigue. Deficiency symptoms can look like normal aging. Tired after a short walk? Your muscles might not be getting oxygen. Out of breath on stairs? Your oxygen delivery may be poor. Heavy, aching legs? Your muscles could be low on energy. Irritability and restless sleep? You may be lacking serotonin. Forgetfulness or slow reflexes? Your nerve signals might be weak. Rose, age 69, was tired after just 5 minutes of walking. Her legs felt like they were made of lead. Heart tests were normal, but her doctor found she was low in vitamin B6. She began eating salmon 2 to 3 times a week, bananas or potatoes daily, and took a low-dose B6 supplement, about 1.3 milligrams per day. After 3 weeks, she could walk 15 minutes without stopping, and climb stairs without using the handrail. I feel 10 years younger, she said. Donald, 72, loved gardening. But recently, he felt weaker, short of breath when bending, and too tired to keep his usual pace. He also had mild hand tremors and trouble sleeping. His B6 levels were below 20 nanomoles per liter, a sign of functional deficiency. He started taking a B complex with B6, eating chickpeas, grilled chicken, and whole grains, and reduced alcohol intake. After 1 month, he no longer felt exhausted after gardening, and he slept deeply for the first time in years. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that older adults low in B6 had lower hemoglobin, reducing oxygen delivery and physical performance. Another study showed B6 supplementation improved muscle function in postmenopausal women. To increase your B6 naturally, 100 grams of salmon gives about 0.9 milligrams. 100 grams of chicken breast provides 0.5 milligrams. 1 banana has around 0.4 milligrams. 1 cooked potato gives 0.4 to 0.6 milligrams. Half a cup of cooked chickpeas gives 0.6 milligrams. Whole oats provide 0.3 to 0.5 milligrams. Men over 50 need 1.7 milligrams per day. Women need 1.5 milligrams per day. You can take supplements if your diet falls short, or if you're taking medications like isoniazid, hydralazine, levodopa, or methotrexate. Choose forms like pyridoxine HCl or P5P for better absorption. Do not exceed 100 milligrams per day long term, as it may harm your nerves. Always consult your doctor. We talk a lot about calcium, iron, and vitamin D. But vitamin B6 is just as important, especially if you tire easily from light activity. Vitamin B6 boosts red blood cell production, delivers oxygen to your muscles, supports energy through glucose metabolism, aids muscle recovery, stabilizes mood and sleep, and improves nerve reflexes. Now that you understand the role of each vitamin, you might be wondering, where should I start? Don't worry. In the next part, I'll share a real story and a clear action plan to help you begin today. Strong legs mean a life of freedom. Barbara, 74, from Colorado, once relied on a walker after a fall. Then she met with a nutrition expert and made changes to her diet. Just 6 months later, she no longer needed the walker and joined a weekly senior dance class. The lesson is clear. You're never too old to get healthier. All it takes is the decision to start today. Take a look at your daily meals. Are you getting all 7 essential vitamins your body needs? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share it with someone you care about, and leave a comment below. Stay healthy after 60, because the best years of your life are still ahead.